So we put our names in and all three of us got selected. It was super crazy. It's like I want to say a dream come true, but it's like you can't even imagine it unless you've had the experience, I think. So they called her up there and she got to play, and then they told her that the prize was the Cadillac, and she wins. She puts all the numbers together, gets the right price of the Cadillac. It was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And so I just started studying about law of attraction, law of assumption. I had like a vision that I was going to win the lottery. It was clear as day. It was like I saw it and then I heard, you're going to win the lottery.
Welcome to Lottery Dreams and Fortune. I am so excited to be joined here today with Latasha. She won an extraordinary prize on Price is Right, a game show. But she believes in manifestation. Her story is incredible, and I'm excited to welcome Latasha to the program today. How are you doing?
Oh my goodness, Tim. I am amazing. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for taking the time today. The Price is Right is an extremely popular game show on television. What exactly did you win, and how did this happen?
It's very, very, very funny story, Tim. Actually, at the time, I was active duty Navy, and I was stationed at the Navy Marine Corps Recruit Depot in San Diego. Frequently, the military has different lotteries. So I guess I've been playing the lottery for a while. They have a lottery where, for this particular lottery, it was the Armed Services Appreciation Day on The Price is Right. And it was the Navy Day. So what they do is they take the names of everybody that wants to be entered into the drawing, and they put them in a hat, and then they pull names out. And when you win, you get an opportunity to go on the show. And just winning the opportunity to go on the show was amazing because they take all the names of the sailors in that particular area. So we were in San Diego, California. It is one of the largest military fleets. So there were a lot of sailors who entered their names into the drawing. So our supervisor came around and said, "Hey, who wants to go on The Price is Right?" And we like, "Oh, we do." So in my office at that time, there were three of us. It was myself and two other coworkers. And before we put our names in, we said, "Hey, let's put our names in. And if we win, we go on the show. Whatever we win, we'll split the prize three ways." It's like, okay. So sounded fun. So we put our names in and all three of us got selected. So it was super crazy because we were all in one office. And so if you think about the odds, and I know that you've talked about odds on your show, and you've also given a lot of information about, being in a group pool and stuff. So you know that how the odds are. So just the odds of the three of us in that one office, in this one tiny workspace on this large base to get selected, it was super amazing. It was exhilarating just to even get selected. And I honestly believe that part was manifested because as a child, I remember having one TV in our home. That TV is in the living room, right? And whatever your parents were watching or whatever your grandparents were watching, that was it. So of course I've watched this show all my life growing up, and I somewhere had to be like, oh, I wonder what it'd been like to be on the show. We got selected and it was super amazing. It was exhilarating and we had a great time. They fed us. We got to meet everybody, and they do this interview process, and they go around and they have maybe the producers or whatever. You just do like a couple seconds, 10-second interview of why you should actually get to go up and play the games. It's all about personality. And one of my coworkers, Melinda, she actually got selected to go up there and play the game. And it was so even thinking about it, I watched the video and it's so exciting. Like I already know what happened. I was there and watched it, but watching it all over again, it's like I want to say a dream come true, but it's like you can't even imagine it unless you've had the experience, I think, because I don't have the right words to express my feelings, except for it was exhilarating. It was exciting. It's like a high. You almost want to pass out, it's so exciting. When they called Melinda's name, we just couldn't believe it. We couldn't believe it. And so she goes up there, but she's playing the game and she's going back and forth. She has to keep scooting over in the stage to see us. So me and our other coworker were like telling her, where to put the numbers or whatever. Even just think about it now, I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's crazy.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy. So your coworker got selected to be on the show. How did that happen that she got selected?
Yes. So basically, once you get there, they have a process where they come in, you get to meet Bob, and I'm not sure if people know this or not, but Bob was in the Navy, and so he was very
That's the
much.
host.
But yes, Bob Barker, he's passed. Yeah, he was in the Navy himself, so he loved sailors and he loved having us. So he fed us, we hung out, and then after that process, you stand in line, and they have a maybe one of the producers come out and they do a short interview with everybody. Just it's like your 10 seconds to fame. And if if they select people based on that interview process to actually come up and play the game. And so as we were sitting in the audience, we heard them call one of our coworkers name. Her name was Melinda, and we just couldn't believe it. They literally called her up there, to play the game. And they tell you what the prize is ahead of time. So they called her up there and she got to play, and then they told her that the prize was the Cadillac. We just couldn't believe it. We couldn't believe it. Like, that's what everybody wants, right? The Cadillac.
Amazing. So what did she actually do on this show? So she gets selected. She knows that the Cadillac is up there. That you guys have the potential to win this Cadillac, this grand prize. So what
Yes.
exactly does she do? The cameras are rolling. She's on stage. What happened?
Well, I think it must have been she got to kiss Bob Barker for good luck. And basically she has a bag of numbers and she has to pull the numbers out of the bag and they have to match up to the price of the car. And you get to keep going as long as you don't get three strikes. And she played the game. She got to about two strikes and then she wins. She wins. She puts all the numbers together, gets the right price of the Cadillac. And when she won that Cadillac, it was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Wow. And so what did that feel like for you to see her actually win this on national television?
It it was exhilarating is the word that I'm using. I don't have the proper words to attach to the feelings. It's like surreal. It's like you're there. I was there. I know it happened, but it's just like, wait, did this really happen? Oh, it did happen. So it's just like so many different emotions. You're just, you want to rush up on the stage and you want to pass out. And oh my gosh, it was great. It was great.
Before she was selected, you had this agreement about splitting a prize three ways if you were to win. So did that happen? And how did that happen with a Cadillac?
Yes, so I know you've talked about that on your show. I've given a lot of information. So and we were blessed, that Melinda actually was a person of her word. She actually sold the car to her parents. Her parents wanted the car, so she sold the car to her parents, and then the money that was left over after she paid the taxes and all those things, she split it three ways, just like she said. I mean, really, she really was a woman of her word, and the whole process it just was amazing. Like to even tell it, it just doesn't sound like it's like that didn't really happen. If I didn't have that video, you maybe wouldn't believe it. But yes, it actually happened.
Wow. Well, I know this was 2002, but congratulations again. That is so exciting. We see these shows on television, but to actually be a part of it is super exciting. And
Yes.
so you believe that this was manifested. Why do you believe that?
It's really funny, Tim. I prior to watching your show, and I believe that I your show popped up around 2001 for me. I had never heard of the word manifestation. I didn't. I really didn't. I was in the Navy, and so I was, program. I'm focused on the Navy, and so we use Navy terms, but all throughout my life, I just if there was something I would want something, I would think about it, I would say it, and it would happen. It's really funny. That same day, I had the same day of the filming of The Price is Right. Actually had tickets that I had won to go see Naughty by Nature, but I couldn't make it because we didn't get back. We had to come from LA to San Diego, and the traffic is really really bad, and so I didn't. I ended up giving those tickets away, but I wanted to go to to see Naughty by Nature, and they had a contest, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna win that, and I win. It was a scavenger hunt, and I won, and so for me, I honestly believe that my whole life that I just been able to manifest things. If I think about something, it happens. And I can say that's been for the good most of my life, but it has also been for the bad. So now that I found your show, I always say your show, maybe I'm manifesting that for you. You must be about to have a show. Um, Now that I found your podcast, I learned about manifestation. I learned about law of attraction. And now things just come to me. Even here, being on your show, I manifested this. I have been in your comments, I have been in your lives, just saying, I'm going to come on your show. I'm going to come on your show. And here I am. So,
Wow. And you did not know about manifestation prior to this YouTube channel and this podcast.
I did not. It is because of you that I learned about manifestation, law of attraction. Basically what happened is I keep saying a dream. It's not a dream because I was awake. I had like a vision that I was going to win the lottery. And I didn't know what that was because I was new. I had just had a spiritual awakening and there were things that were happening to me that I didn't know and I couldn't explain, but it was clear as day. It was like, I saw it. And then I heard you're going to win the lottery. And I just started laughing and started having this conversation. I was by myself. I saw 11:44 on the clock and I was like, nobody wins the lottery. That is fake. And people who do, they die. Like, that's not even real. The very next day, your channel pops up. The very next day.
Wow.
Okay. And so I learned right then and there. And then right after your channel pops up, you had interviewed Mark Houghton, I believe. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. You had interviewed him and was basically tapping into the universal energy and putting out that this is the intention that he wants. He said that he was able to collapse numbers and do different things and that, that things would come to him. And I got very curious. And so I just started studying about law of attraction, law of assumption, the law of applied action, and things just started to come to me. Everything. It was so fast. Even the home that I'm sitting in right now, I manifested this to the circular driveway that I have right now. It's crazy. It's very, very crazy. And I'm thankful. I'm very thankful for your channel because at the time I had just left Christianity. I was learning about spirituality and all these things were happening to me and I couldn't figure it out. And then you just would interview different people, not just about the lottery, just about, manifestation, about law of attraction and dreams and, all these things. And I was experiencing those things. And so I'm grateful that now I know I can speak intelligently. Like, yes, I manifested this just as I manifested that, the win or even the opportunity, just the opportunity to go to The Price is Right.
I love that. Oh my gosh. And when you say manifestation, I think I know what you mean, but for people that are watching or listening today, how do you manifest? Like, what are your techniques? Like, how do you bring something about, because all these things happen, including The Price is Right and your driveway and these other things, but what exactly are the techniques? Are you visualizing this? Are you speaking this? Are you imagining this? What are you doing?
I do a lot. I do a lot. I think that initially it starts in the mind. And so I may get a thought about something. And then I believe that it's the law of attraction, right? Whatever I think about, and I focus on and I put energy on, it's going to come to me. And so I may get a thought, like I'll, got a thought about lottery. So I had to start playing, but I didn't know how to play. So I had to learn how to play. And so I would watch videos. So at first I had to learn. So to get information about what I'm trying to do. And then I learned about the Nikola Tesla method, the 369. So I'm very connected to numbers. It's 11 o'clock. So I'm seeing 369. I started to see 369. So I said, okay, let me look this up. As I look it up, it says Nikola Tesla method about manifestation. So you write your intentions, the thing that you want down 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times in the evening. So I'm writing. And then it became very tedious. So I said, I love music. So a video came up about using songs to manifest. So I stopped listening to music that's low vibrational and negative, and I only listen to high vibrational positive music. So there's music that I listen to that are affirmations. My favorite song right now is I want to be a billionaire. So I'm freaking bad. And so I sing that when I see certain numbers on the clock. Those are my manifestation numbers. When I see them, I start saying affirmations. I'm going to be a billionaire. I'm going to win the lottery, or I've already won the lottery. I give gratitude and thank you for what I have now. I'm grateful for everything that I have now, but I am super excited for the win that is about to come to me or whatever is about to come to me. So I script and write. I listen to music and I sing those songs over and over. I watch high vibrational content like your channel to keep me motivated and keep that energy, keep it in my mind, right? Keep it fresh. I have a journal and I journal every single day. And in the journal, I give gratitude. So a lot of it is just, first of all, giving gratitude. I think that that's the key, like giving gratitude and then having awareness that, oh, there's this opportunity that's out there and that I want, and then applied action. I have to go get it. I have to, put my name in the hat to go on to The Price is Right. Even for your show, I had to be listening to your video to hear the call to say, hey, if you've had this experience, email me. I had to take applied action and email you. And so there's not just one thing. Again, I script by writing. I listen to affirmations, high vibrational music. I sing songs that are affirmations. I talk about it. I put myself in. I've even gone to the lottery office. You have to. I've gone out and driven the car, the dream car that I want. I've gone to the neighborhood that I want. I think that it's not just one thing, and it's not. What I've learned is that you can't just listen. Like you'll hear content creators say, oh, if you listen to these subs, I also listen to subliminals. I highly believe in subs. Oh, listen to these subs for 21 days and you'll manifest your desires. I don't know if you'll necessarily manifest your desires at the end of 21 days, but what I believe does happen is that you do change your thought process into oh, I can have this. Oh, I want this. And then those things start showing up in your reality. So just a lot of different things, whatever keeps it, whatever I'm feeling in the moment.
That makes complete sense. And do you believe that you are, because a lot of people say that the secret to manifestation is actually becoming that almost in your mind,
Yes.
believing that before you see that in this tangible reality. Does that make sense? And do you feel
it
that?
does make sense? Yeah. It does.
So when you're scripting and doing these things, are you actually feeling that you already are these things?
Yes. Initially, no. When I first started doing it was like, I don't have any. The other song was like, it's a whole lot of money in this. And I'm looking at my wallet and it's like, there isn't. So you have to trick yourself initially. I didn't believe those things, it's like, no, I don't have any money. And how, people don't, like I said, people don't win the lottery, but over time, you believe it. You literally have to believe it. Like at this point, you can't tell me that I'm not gonna. I'm conversating with the lottery winner, so I'm in the energy of lottery winning. So the next thing, like I literally can go win the lottery today. Now that I'm already in this energy, it's just a matter of time. Whenever God says, now's your time, that's it. I am a lottery winner. I congratulate lottery winners every day. You have to believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I am already rich. I'm already a philanthropist that travels around the world and support causes that interest me. I've been doing that my whole life. So yeah, I get real cocky with it. You have to, because you have to believe it. And in my life, I've had so many examples of me manifesting the things that I want. So I know it's just a matter of time. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen today now. As far as I'm concerned. I got some gold coins right here on my table. I have my house decorated for all the luck stuff for St. Patrick's Day. So yeah, it can happen today now.
So you believe in manifestation, you believe in manifesting these positive things. What do you think about, conversely, can you manifest negative things?
Yes, I truly believe that. Yes, most definitely. I think that, I know, just in my own personal life, prior to knowing about manifestation, I can definitely recall a time where, I wake up in the morning in a bad mood and saying, today is going to be a bad day. And then what happens? You get a flat tire. Oh man, now I'm going to be late for work. And you're late for work, right? It's this negative spiral. And so I did a video maybe about a week or two ago, and I was just talking about how I learned about the law of attraction and how I applied it in my life, in that I learned that like attracts like. And if I am thinking negative things, that's exactly what I'm going to attract to me. And it was a 2-year process of reprogramming my subconscious to not have those negative thoughts automatically, because sometimes you have thoughts and you don't even know where they come from. But then there are other times that you can perceive a situation negative and go into it negative and you don't even know. And so I really had to do a lot of internal work. I had to do a lot of shadow work, mirror work, mother wound work, father wound work to heal these negative automatic thoughts that I had, and then just my negative thoughts about, situations in life. And I learned that once I changed those thoughts from negative to positive, then I can attract positive things to me. I did not want to think negative because I didn't want to attract negative things. I didn't want that. And so now what I do is, when a negative thought comes in, as soon as I can, I catch it and say, nope, I'm going to think something positive, because if I send out negative energy, more negative energy is going to come back to me. If I send out positive energy, I'm going to get more positive energy back to me. And thoughts are energy. Everything is energy. Every single thing is energy. So I work on my speech. When I speak to people, I want to speak in a positive way, so that I'm going to say positive words to you, Tim, so that you can say positive words back to me. And I'm going to treat you in a positive way so that you can treat me in a positive way. And it sounds really like simple, but that's what works for me. I believe in it wholeheartedly. I have seen a major difference in my life since changing my thoughts, since changing my words, changing my actions. And now, like I'm telling you, I don't know how to make it happen, but I manifested this home in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I went from hopping around from Airbnb, looking for a home. And then finally I said, this is enough. Today is the day. And I found a home. We saw it. 3 weeks later, we closed.
Yeah, many people believe that thoughts are things, or that everything originates, I mean, with a thought. And it does, really, 'cause
It does.
consciousness
It
and
does.
energy, and even on the quantum level, everything is not everything that we experience. That's these solid, this, today we're doing a video chat. So I'm seeing you
Right.
remotely. We're not in the same location,
That's right.
but this computer, all this equipment that we're using, your device, really
Yes.
on the quantum level, it's not even solid, which is
That's
pretty
right.
crazy to think about. It's all vibrating. So it's all
That's right.
energy that's vibrating. So,
Yes. I learned a lot about that. That's Neil. Is it Neil deGrasse?
oh, Tyson?
The
Yeah.
Tyson. I'm sorry. I don't know
No,
why I
no, I
said
think
that.
it's Neil deGrasse Tyson. Is that his name?
Okay, that's
Yeah.
the quantum science. He's a scientist, and
Yeah.
he does a lot. I learned a lot about energy prior to, again, just your channel. I learned so much, but I practiced Christianity prior to having a spiritual awakening, and so I believe that when you died, if you would go to heaven or hell, or what, if you weren't good, or and then after having a spiritual awakening, and I learned about energy, and it's like, wait, we're all energy. And so when I like die, my energy just transfers into something else. Oh, so if that's the case and my energy is going to keep going, I want to clean up my energy. I want it to be the best now, so that when this experience expires and I go to the next, that I'm even better. And it just helped me. It helped me learn, like, I'm not afraid to die, and I just had a death in my family, and it was hard to hear the news, and it definitely, for a week, I really had to reevaluate some things. But I was actually very happy for my sister-in-law, hearing that she passed, and that I know she's because I know her and I know her spirit. I know she's in a really good place. And so now it's like death is a good thing. She's on to the next. Like, I wonder what's next. I don't want to, okay, I don't want to die now. I do want to live until I'm 107. But when I do pass, I'm excited to know what the next thing is going to be. And I'm going to do the work now so that it's a better experience.
I love that mentality. Absolutely. And we've interviewed a few people that have had near death experiences on this program that have died and come back to life. And it's really incredible to hear those stories, because
It,
their consciousness didn't die, at least not the people I've met.
yes. It's so funny that you said that. I had a near death experience. And it really changed my life. And that's literally why I'm sitting here. I'm not kidding. I was my family and I were in Costa Rica. We caught a tropical illness. We had dengue fever, and my immune system didn't handle it well, and I almost died in Costa Rica. I almost died of dengue fever, and in that moment of I didn't know what was happening to me, but we did immediately come back to the States, and I got in with specialists here, and they told me that you literally almost died. And so thank goodness for my Navy medical hospital corpsman training, because I saved my own life. But in that process, there's these moments, or there's this period where you're like, I'm dying. And all this stuff starts happening. For me, I had like this flash of, it was a moment where I had an opportunity, and I told God, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I'm not ready to die. Please, just give me a chance. I asked for forgiveness, and then it was this whole process of God guiding me on what to do, to drink water, to open my eyes, to gain strength. But after that moment, God said, "Okay, I'm going to bless you, and you're gonna have all these things." And this is the start of it. I just had a photo shoot, and on that photo shoot, while I was posing, I had the image in my mind of what God told me, and God was like, I told you I'm gonna bless you. Here you are. So crazy, very crazy.
That is crazy. So just to clarify, did your body literally die when you started?
I did not. Everything was shutting down. My body was completely shutting down. Nothing was it's this moment of, you can feel it. Everything starts coming in. It gets dark, and you can only it's hard to I don't even know the right words to explain it. I did not die.
So for anyone watching or listening today, what advice would you give them? What do you think is the best way to manifest something into your life, whether it's getting on a game show like Price is Right, getting your dream home, or anything really? Of course, a lot of people here play the lottery, but what is the best manifestation advice, would you say?
I would say to believe, to literally believe. If you have a thought in your mind, and you already said it, that everything started from a thought. If you have a thought in your mind, or if there's something that you want to do, or achieve a place that you want to go, do it. If you want to go on The Price is Right, fill out the requirements to go on the show. If you want to play the lottery, go buy a lottery ticket. If you want to purchase a home so that you can grow your own food, go out and look for a home. Like, go out and do it. But it all starts with believing. Believe that thoughts are real. So if you have a thought in your mind, if you put action towards it, it will come to you. And then go put action towards it and do it. And then just wait. And in that waiting process, be happy, be grateful, and then just keep believing. Keep believing. Even when you have doubt, even when someone wins the 1.13 billion lottery and you felt like it was supposed to be yours, congratulate them, and then just keep believing that your turn is coming, because it will. It literally will. And I am living proof of it. And if it can happen for me, it can happen for any person. I am no different than any other person out there. And you, I mean, you know.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love that. And it really, I mean, yeah, limitations, it's not for somebody else. It's for you, and you can do anything, to a
Yes,
very large degree. Like
you
anything
can.
is really possible. We say that all the time, and it's kind of cliche, but it's true. It's not for somebody
Yes.
else. Anything is possible.
Somebody's got to do it. Why not me?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. And I'm going to do it. Watch. Just watch. It's just the beginning. You see.
Yeah. Well, we will definitely welcome you back on this show then, Latasha. But
Definitely.
but Latasha, where can people find you? I understand you're on social media.
Oh, yes. Yes. My social media at YouTube and TikTok and Instagram is Divinely Guided 1144. And my website is divinelyguidedconsulting.com.
And we will put links to that in the show notes if you're listening to this today, or in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. But Latasha, is there anything else that you wanted to say today about your story or your experience that I didn't ask, or that you just want to say today about anything we've talked about?
Yes, I would just like to personally thank you for your channel. I know I've said it before, but I didn't know about manifestation and law of attraction until I saw your show. And I have just been following you for so many years, and it is a true blessing to be here. Thank you for doing what you're doing. And I just pray many, many blessings on you and everything that you're doing, and all of your viewers, everybody that's watching. This is a blessing.
Well, I'm so thank you so much. That is so nice of you to say. That really means a lot, and it's a blessing having you on this show and sharing your experience. So thanks for reaching out. I'm glad that we connected, and congratulations again on the Price is Right win. And I cannot wait for the next win, the next time we have you on this show. But Latasha,
the big one.
Yes. Hey,
thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. Be blessed.
You too.
I won $218,000. I was the only winner that night when I won. I remember 2 months before I won, I had a dream. And the dream, I had a voice tell me, play the lottery, you're going to win. I knew I was going to win. I was always thinking about it, all day, every day. As long as you believe that you already won, then it will happen. People saying the lottery is a scam, it's fake. It's not fake. This is 100% real.